Dr. Abloh, we're looking at a president who is holding on to the mid-40s in approval ratings. We're looking at Republican challenges who are not setting world records for favorability right now with the voting public. Yet we've got Americans by the millions unemployed, underemployed, discouraged. They're looking at higher gasoline prices, declining disposable income, uncertain, even treacherous debt, credit, capital markets, the stock market frightening in the extreme to the point that it's almost washed out retail investors. The psychology of the country right now, what must it be?
Well, I think people are very uncertain, but shouldn't they be, Lou? You know, I think you got to go to the question of why is the president behaving this way? Until you can be confident as to why, you can't understand what he's doing. Why would he be cutting off supply or not increasing it? Now, look, when we heard from this president as a candidate last, and then when he went on his apology tour, I think we got all the answers we needed. That he doesn't particularly favor this country over other nations, that he certainly doesn't favor the strength of this country over principles like green energy or electric cars or the environment and the air that might float to other nations. And so I guess at some point you got to say, you know what, is a weaker America acceptable to Barack Obama if it serves some greater ethereal concern or even the interests of other countries?
Ed Rollins,
isn't that okay? It seems true.
Yeah, well, it's hard to accept, even if you don't have to, adopt it.
Well, I mean, his wife said she was never proud of this country until her husband ran. His pastor said, "Goddamn America." Can't we remember these things and believe them? In my office, you'd have to, because I'd press you.
Okay. Well, there's no denying when Dr. Abloh is around. No denial. Can this president literally win re-election with articulating a diminished American dream and a dismal, if you will, destiny?
He can't do that. I mean, what you have to do is go back to where he comes from. He was a community organizer. His whole policy since the beginning is about redistribution, whether it's from the rich to the poor, whether it's now from corporations that are doing well to green corporations. It's always about shifting as opposed to making everybody grow and prosper.
Can he possibly get away with this? But let me interrupt. Can he possibly get away with that kind of, I mean, rhetorically, I have to tell you, it's nonsensical. Could he possibly get away with that without a compliant, complicit news media?
Well, the news media has been compliant. This has been going on for 3 years. My issue today is whether the Republican nominee is going to basically go out and indict him clearly. And what he has to do is make us an unacceptable alternative, and we're doing a pretty good job of that ourselves. We've got to have someone come through this process that can articulate, just as you do night after night and your guests do, what's wrong here with the policies. And if we can do that, then we have an opportunity to win the presidency back.